haunting facts about the Titanic that few people are aware of. Sometimes the mythology surrounding a historical event can overtake the actual facts of the story, and naturally, our memories of it become